What's the saying? Monster-in-law? There was, I feel like, even a movie
starring
called
Jennifer Lopez and Jane Fonda, I think,
Fonda,
right?
yeah, called Monster-in-Law. Yeah, it's 99.7 DJX. And sometimes you have a very different view of, I don't know, kids, life, all that from that of your mother-in-law.
Yeah.
And that can cause some drama. We're hoping Tammy is not quite to monster-in-law status, but she sent us a message.
Yeah, she said, hey, guys, I know this can't be an unusual thing, but I need some advice on how to handle it the best way. My daughter's 9, just started the 4th grade. My mother-in-law is in town through the weekend, and she wants to take my daughter out for a mani-pedi. She also wants to get her a new fancy dress while they're out.
Okay.
I realize that being a grandma is about spoiling your grandkids, but every time my mother-in-law is in town, she kind of overdoes it. The worst part is, after she goes back to her home in New York, my daughter turns into a raving spoiled brat for about 2 weeks. So grandma gets all the glory and I got to deal with the aftermath.
Uh-huh.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love that she wants to spend time with her and create memories. But I also can't help but to feel like she's also helping to create a bit of an entitled little monster. Now, my husband is totally useless on this. He just tells me that's how his mom is and we should let her spoil our daughter.
Okay.
So what should I do? Do I continue to allow this or do I put my foot down? It's kind of driving me nuts.
Okay. I would say if she lives in New York, let her when she comes through.
Yeah, I don't know how often that is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking it's, probably not every single day she's seeing her grandma, so let her grandma spoil her.
Well, I know, but at the same time, I think there could be something to be said. Are we creating this thing that whereas her daughter gets older, is she just always going to learn how to maybe manipulate grandma? That she knows grandma will buy me all the things I need, and
or expect gifts or things like that.
Yes, are we going to expect, I feel like there's a way that grandma can create awesome memories without having to go buy stuff all the time, play games together, just spend time hanging out, doing things that don't necessarily mean buying her stuff.
Listen, if grandma wants to spend her retirement money on her granddaughter, let her.
Okay, but I'm just saying, if we don't maybe temper that a little bit, we might be setting up some expectations as her daughter continues to grow and looking at grandma as a bit of a little bank. Right? I mean, I do get the entitlement that can kind of come out of that.
Sure. Okay. Well, Tammy, I don't know. I'm not necessarily understanding the issue. Kelly, maybe more so, but if maybe you have a great workaround for Tammy, that might help. 502-795-1997. How, in your experience, have you been able to help? Maybe that can help us right now, all right? So let us know. We'd love to hear your story about maybe your interesting experience with a mother-in-law. Maybe, one from a former partner. Or
you've got to be really delicate with it, though, because you don't want grandma to feel like you're ungrateful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, 502-795-1997. Would love to hear your story on the way. So Tammy's wanting to know, what do I do with a mother-in-law who spoils my kid and then peace out leaving her kid as a raving lunatic for the next several days?
Now, we've got a lot of people chiming in on text. The problem doesn't seem to be with grandma, but your kiddo. Mm-hmm. Have a conversation with your daughter about the privilege associated with these visits and gifts, and then look for ways to reinforce better behavior in her, perhaps surrounding the idea of giving back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, Gretchen says when people can't give physical affection or love for whatever reason, the thing they give them most are objects. Even the poorest of people I know can be spoiled. It just comes down to what you teach them about what they get and how to be appreciative of that.
Right. It's very similar to me forgetting my phone. Where
Really? This is what we're doing right now? You're tying it back to you forgetting your phone at home? How so, sir? Let's tie this together. How so? How so?
You start to appreciate what you have when you don't have it.
Oh, you appreciate your phone more now because you forgot it at home, and it's the same thing as grandma spoiling the child too much?
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah. Maybe you can do what I've had to do is resort to writing letters to stay in contact with said
appreciating the small things around
grandchild
you.
or the mother-in-law in between those visits, so when she does come, it's not such an onslaught of gift.
Or we just again reiterate that it's a special treat when grandma is here, and that's not something to be expected all the time, and we need to fully appreciate that.
A special treat, just like having your phone.
Yeah, okay, all right.
We must all be appreciative that your phone is in your hand, in your purse, in your pocket right now.
Yeah, okay.
Unlike the feeling that I am experiencing right now.
Now, listen, all you're doing, I feel like, is teaching the 9-year-old now to ask for a phone. I need a phone, just like Ben. I'll appreciate it. I don't think that's helping. But Brooke is rolling in from Middletown. She says, I just want to say I lost my mom at a young age, and all I have left is my grandma. And I would say, let it go. Life is short. You never know when it's going to end. Let grandma give her all the things.
Listen, Brooke, for one, yes, that is 100% true.
Yes.
And in a weird sort of way, I feel like that was said a little bit ago, where it's just like, hey, you know what? Let grandma do her thing, and then just do the grandma thing, and then talk to your kid about it, and it's your job to then parent the kid and let grandma just have her moment. You know?
Yes, understanding that it's a special treat. It's not going to be an everyday thing. That makes it even more extra special, and we need to appreciate grandma for the blessings she gives you. Right?
Megan texts in and says, I can't listen to Ben talking about his dang phone anymore. He sounds like my 15-year-old. Tara says, Ben's reach with his phone issue. Listen, it is all consuming.
Okay, all right.
Consuming right now.
Perspective. Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. We need to have perspective.
We need to appreciate all the things that we have in our lives, because when we don't have them, we'll miss them.
Look.
Oh, look
My
at
hands.
your empty hands.
They're empty.
You just don't know what to do with them.
I know. That crook in my finger, it just looks odd without a phone in it.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to need for you to do. I'm going to need for you to remember your phone tomorrow so you can focus! This is crazy!
I know, you tried to say that I should be able to focus better without my phone.
No, you can't. You can't. You can't focus at all.
Come on, no.
This is like your little pacifier. For crying out loud, you're like a toddler, like just craving the pacifier.
So, Tammy, hey, hope it all works out for you. Let's have some more T's and P's for my phone.
Wow. Wow. We're landing on let grandma do the things.
Yeah.
But then teach your daughter.
Sure.
It's special.
Right.
It's special. We don't expect that.
It's special
all the time.
Just.
No, we're not going to say special like Ben's phone. We're not saying that.
Like being able to have your phone.
No.
Which I've been without.
Oh my God. You're so pathetic. You're so sad.
All right. Anyways. All right. We'll move on.
Are we?
Maybe.
Me thinks we're probably not.
All right. Thank you, Tammy. And hey, if you could have some thoughts and prayers for my phone too, that'd be great.
Oh my gosh.